Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Right to the air is Jackson. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. James Prochet deep for Baltimore. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
The Ravens take over first downs at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. In motion goes the tight end. Jackson looking to throw on third. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shots on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he's got some space here. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a playable position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. Oh, the return is Prochet. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Hey, come on.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 7, operating from the 34. Now it's Jackson. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And it'll be a second down. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
On second down and 4, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Zay Jones, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. They find some open field here. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Slot man moves right. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, We don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Mayfield to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Man open, here's Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing is Jackson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taken from about the 12. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A give, running right, it's Hubbard. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run the option left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Mayfield. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Mayfield now. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for third and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the third quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. That caught by Tremble. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Mayfield. That escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Room here to run. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll go option to the short side. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Mayfield looks to throw, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense got hooked, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Wrecking the defense there was Brandon Smith. Back to stop him before he got to the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Dobbins. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Defensively, they know the situation. They stacked the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
Could be a house. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Here's Mayfield. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield to throw it. This will be caught downfield by Marshall. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's the option going right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matt Ioannidis bullying his way in and sticking him to the turf. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into